And welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith Anderson.
And Chris Richards.
And we are back with the grand finale.
Oof.
The Rise of Skywalker. That's it.
This
Roll
is
credit.
Let's say this is where Duel of the Fates starts playing.
Don't even start with me. Don't even start.
Don't get me started.
Anyway. Yes. So we are at the end of our Star Wars saga. 11 movies.
Man.
Good movies.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. Mostly.
No twos.
No. Nary a 2 to be found.
2.5.
But
no
still,
twos.
it's better than a bird of prey.
And a squad of suicides.
Good.
Same.
If we had like a soundboard, this is where I'd put like a fart sound or something. Anytime we said Suicide Squad.
Classic.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Same.
I just hit it like 6 times.
Oh,
Crazy Ira.
yeah.
And the douche.
What was the DJ's name? It was kind of racist.
They call him China Joe
China
in the
Joe.
one episode.
China Joe, you're
an artist.
I was thinking that when you did it, I was like...
Yeah.
Like Asian something. I was like, no, that's not it.
China Joe.
China
I feel like there
Joe.
was a different guy before that, but I can't remember.
I don't remember, but China Joe.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Let's see. So Rise of Skywalker. We are, like I said, 11 movies in.
Oof.
And yeah, grand finale.
Good time.
As far as I know. And then after this, there's like a ton of TV shows that are coming out. A ton of them, like 6. Right?
Oh yeah, like Star Wars shows.
Oh,
yeah.
There's like 6 different shows to watch out for, which good for them, honestly.
Get it.
And this is what I don't understand by people getting, oh, Disney bought up Star Wars, it's trash. Yeah, but you're about to get 6 different fucking shows that you would have never got if Disney never bought them.
Yeah, and people are already saying that, or I think it was something you showed me, that said like they liked, they said they liked the character, they liked Mando from The Mandalorian way more than they liked any person of color from this trilogy that you showed me. Isn't that what you sent me?
Maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, like everybody wants to. Everyone thinks it's a bad idea until it's suddenly a great idea for Disney to have bought it.
Oh, what
I'm
did
gonna
I
find
send
that thing that you sent
No,
me.
yeah, it wasn't that. It wasn't Mando. It was...
Oh, Bill Burr from Mandalorian.
Bill Burr.
They said Bill Burr's character was a better Star Wars character than the entire cast of the new trilogy. Parentheses, except Kyle is what they wrote, and Rey.
Yeah.
So, except for the 2 white people.
Same. Honestly, if you think about it that way. Yeah. Yep. And I made a little caveat. I'm like, of course he's not talking about all the old characters. So he wasn't talking about Chewie. He wasn't talking about Leia.
No.
He likes those people too.
Yeah, he likes them.
Yeah, he likes Chewie, Leia. Han. Like R2D2, C3PO. So no. So everyone else who is colored, probably how he would put it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, I got a similar vibe from that when he sent me that. I was like, yeah.
I was like, I hate.
Yeah, he liked all the white powered people. Yeah, that's what I sent you back, and I could picture the eye roll then, and I just saw it now in person.
Either way, well, let's get this show started.
I got a good feeling about this.
Black Eyed Peas. Is that not what you were referencing? You were not, were you?
No.
I said, let's get this started. I said show. I was thinking of Black Eyed Peas. Mm-hmm. And you said, did you say good feeling?
I said, I got a good feeling about this.
Sorry.
I got a feeling.
So that's what I thought. And I was like, oh, Black Eyed Peas. You're like, no.
Dance off. Like, let's go.
Damn it.
You and me.
I like cut that Black Eyed Peas out of it. Say, right?
All right, go nuts for a little bit.
Either way, the champagne air is freaking out. Oh my god! Don't watch The Office on Peacock. Fuck Peacock. I don't care about Peacock. Sorry.
You can watch Parks and Rec for free at least.
Yeah.
Or 2 seasons of The Office.
Either way. So thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. Let's start with the plot with young Chris.
All right.
Plot it up.
The movie. All right, we open with Kylo Ren just killing people, actually murdering people on an undisclosed planet. I think. I don't think they say where it is.
They do in the crawl.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they say Exegol in the crawl.
I don't think that's the planet he was on when he found the Wayfinder.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because he was on that planet. It was just like they showed it was like a bunch of dead trees in a forest, and like a littering of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Because he killed them all, and he finds this like stone pedestal thing, and he opens it up, and there's like a little triangular prism pyramid thing inside of it, and find out it's a Sith Wayfinder that leads you to their hidden planet. There's a lot of hidden fucking planets out there in space, apparently. There's been 2 in this trilogy alone. It leads him to this hidden Sith world of Exegol, where everyone's favorite Ian McDiarmid character has been hiding out apparently for a minute. It's revealed that Palpatine is alive and looks shittier than ever. He's like missing fingers, and his teeth are even more fucked up. And he's got like a milky eye. He's all messed up. He looks like a zombie, man. And then at one point they even show that he's like just being moved around above the ground by like this mechanical robot arm thing that also has like probably medical devices in it that are keeping him alive.
Because there's people operating it, dude.
Yeah, it's like a big puppet man.
Yeah.
He's alive, and plot twist, he's telling Kylo Ren, I've been the voice in your head, every voice in your head that you've heard. And as he's talking, his voice switches from his own to Snoke to Darth Vader. Yes. And he does the Vader breath. Amazing. And he reveals, he's like, oh, what about Snoke? He says, I made Snoke. And they show these big, like, cloning tanks with these, like, big-headed Snoke fetuses in them that are just disturbing because there's giant fucking heads and these little floating bodies. And there's all these, like, mysterious cloaked figures operating everything. And I guess these, like, Sith, I don't know, like, acolytes or whatever they are, or followers or cultists or whatever. But we find out that Palpatine's alive. He's been pulling the strings behind this whole First Order nonsense behind the scenes. And he's like, well, you are... I forget, does he tell him he's like his new apprentice? Or does he call him his new apprentice? Or he's like, go kill the last of the Jedi. And then, like, you and I will be... Yeah, the same shit he gives everybody. The same deal he gives everybody. We'll be the strongest... We'll be the 2 strongest people in the universe. Or in the galaxy. Turns out, I feel like he wanted to kill him after all, because he says at the end, he's like, "Oh, all the Sith live in me," and what he was trying to do was get Rey to kill him so that he would pretty much possess her. Is the gist that I got of it.
That's what I got.
That's probably what he's going to do to him. Because that's been his whole thing from the start.
Well, if you think about it, that's every time he gets an apprentice.
Yeah.
He wants a bigger, stronger one.
Yeah.
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 It's like,
that's what
Vader?
the Sith are all about. Yeah, that's
Luke.
what the Sith are all about. Like, oh yeah, you're strong. Be my apprentice. Hope you don't try to kill me. Except I hope that you do, because I'm probably gonna try to fucking possess you or some shit. Or yeah, when he had Vader, and then Luke came along, he's like, oh fuck your old man, you and I. And then Vader's like, no fuck. And then Vader's like, no fuck him, you and me. They're all trying to screw each other, the Sith, and not in
That's what she said.
not like a key party kind of thing where they.
What's that?
It's like a swinger party. Like everyone puts their car keys in the bowl, and then you go home with whoever's keys match yours, and you probably bang. I've seen it in a bunch of movies and TV shows.
Never heard of that.
And it's played for a laugh because to me it's laughable.
I would never do anything like that.
No.
If I ever did something like that, I'd be like Kevin. I'd get my own set of keys, be like, I'm out. I was supposed to tell somebody if I got my own name, but I didn't.
I'm gonna treat myself to not having sex with a random person tonight. Bye. Thanks for the food. Hopefully there's food at this party. Anywho,
Nice to meet me.
You'd be the belle of the ball. So he sends Kylo Ren out to go kill Rey. And the kissing part always gets me.
Every time.
Fucking hilarious. He sends Kylo Ren to go kill Rey because that's been his mission from the start that no one has succeeded in. Namely, Kylo Ren has failed at every attempt to kill her and bang her because that's what he seems to also be his option B. And it's like, oh, join the dark side. Wink.
Bow.
Yeah.
Chicka wow wow.
But yeah, so he's like, go kill her, and this imbalance inside of you will be dealt with. Because when he killed Snoke in the last one, Snoke was like reading his mind, saying like your imbalance or like your hesitation is gone, your conflict is gone. You're gonna ignite the lightsaber and slay your true enemy, and it cuts Snoke in half. And I was like, oh, awesome. And then you also get the feeling at that point, he's like, oh, he's conflicted. And then he's like, I'm the Supreme Leader, bitch. When Hux shows up. Yeah, and he's like, the Supreme Leader's dead. He starts choking him. Long live the Supreme Leader. That's right. That. Yeah, we forgot to talk about that when we should have, but we're talking about it now. Yeah. He's like, that's what happened in the last one, and it's carrying over now. Kylo Ren feels that he is all bad now. He's bad to the bone. And Rey is like, no, you're still conflicted. But then in this one, you start getting hints that Rey might be conflicted. But anywho, he sends him to go kill Rey, and Rey is training with Leia, under Leia, in the use of the Force.
Calls her master.
She calls her master. Okay. She is, the first thing they show her doing is she's like levitating with rocks around her, meditating, doing she's saying, be with me? When she's trying to like meditate, like hear the voices of the old Jedis.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
Yeah. So like she's doing her meditation, and she's like, all right, fuck this. I can't do it right now. I'm gonna go run the obstacle course. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted either, and I almost killed BB-8. While she's doing that, Poe and Finn and Chewie and some random alien on their ship, his name Klaus something. He's on their ship with them. They're on a random planet. They get some information from a helpful alien who I'm really pretty sure is voiced by Mark Hamill, that there may be a spy, that there is a spy in the First Order, and here's some information from them. They get chased off by some TIE fighters. They light speed skip, which is apparently just rapid fire light speed jumping around the universe, and they get back to the Rebel base, and no one's really getting along. Poe's mad at Rey because BB-8's dinged up. Rey's mad at Poe because the fucking Millennium Falcon is literally on fire when they land. And they're button heads, and Leia's not looking too good because she's,
We know.
She's not doing too good. In real life, she wasn't doing well. That's sad. So it's all conflicted. Everybody's really the main players in the Rebel Alliance are kind of button heads. And they're like, oh, well, Rey, you should be with us because you're a great fighter. You shouldn't be here training. She's like, well, I should be training because I'm kind of I may be the last Jedi at this point, and I need to be training so that I can be strong enough to face what's happening. And then they're like, oh, well, we got some information. Palpatine's alive. We're all doomed. I forget if they find it out now or later. He raises a fleet of planet-destroying Star Destroyers, and is going to sick it on the planet, or the planet, on the universe, the galaxy at any given moment. And so Rey and company set out to find they have to find Exegol first. But to find Exegol, they have to find the Sith Wayfinder, which she reads about in the old Jedi texts, which were stashed in the Millennium Falcon. And she's been reading up. She's been doing her book learning. She's being a real egghead, reading her books like a nerd. And she learns all this stuff and finds out that Luke had, written some stuff down. And so she finds out that there's, what is that we find out about the dagger? Or they go to some planet because the last known whereabouts of a Jedi hunter is this planet. There's a festival being held there. They run into Lando Calrissian. They find the dude's ship eventually. And there's a dagger there with inscriptions which bear the location of the other Sith Wayfinder, because apparently 2 of them were made.
Yeah.
It is in what is now the ruins of the Death Star, of the new, quote, new Death Star from Return of the Jedi, which crashed on a planet in the Endor system after it blew the fuck up at end of the Return of the Jedi. So they go there, look for it, it's found. She has a pretty sweet duel with Kylo Ren. Some stuff happened in between that we'll get to. Someone may or may not see a vision of their father. And more stuff happens. And the good guys win eventually. I feel like we're going to cut... I glossed over a lot of stuff we're probably going to cover in our likes and dislikes.
That's fine.
So
We'll come back around if we don't.
yeah, if we don't, we will. So that's the plot. I butchered it, but we'll get to more of it. So I will give it over to Keith for the cast.
Okay. I'm going to go a different way this time.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go backwards.
Ooh.
They do it. Let's see. I don't really care about any of these people that are uncredited, so I'm not going to say
I
them.
feel like I know the reason you want to start at the bottom. Because I feel like there's a certain person down there that you want to get excited about before you go to the main cast.
Do what?
I feel like there is, but I'll see if I'm right.
I don't know. There is a person, yes.
Yes.
I don't think it's the person you're thinking. I'm thinking. I don't see. Oh, no.
No?
I don't care about him.
What?
No.
Since when?
All right. I'm going to just start with who I want to start with.
Okay.
Okay, first person I'm going to start with, James Earl Jones.
Yes.
James Earl Jones is back as the voice of Darth Vader. He speaks a couple times in this movie. Or no, just once. Right?
Yeah. I think just once at the when it's Palpatine doing his voice. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just giving it to him because the 2 people I want to talk about. Wicket W. Warwick.
What?
That's his name. Wicket W. Warwick. Warwick Davis. He gets work in Star Wars. I love it.
Good for him.
I love it. If you remember, at the end of Rise of Skywalker, they show Wicket.
Yep.
They also show him with a little kid.
Yep.
That is his actual son.
Aw.
Harrison Davis. Yes.
Aww.
I looked it up. That's why I was so excited.
Good for him.
Yes. I was like, what? I was like, that's amazing. Yes. That is his actual son. And I was like, that's pretty sweet. I was like,
amazing.
I know. That's why I wanted to start
him.
there. Yeah. I was so excited. All right. I'm going to go back up to the top.
That's definitely not who I thought you were
Yeah,
wanting to get excited to start with.
I'll talk about them, but I'm going to fly through those uncredited people. I'm not going to lie to you. But let's start with the beginning. Carrie Fisher, she archived footage because she unfortunately passed away before this movie was made. Or was it while it was made?
I want to say it was during.
During? Okay. So she did get some.
Yeah, I think she had some.
Oh, did she?
I think she had some scenes in it.
See, I thought she
like,
died
done
right
already.
after the Last Jedi because they gave her a little like credit thing at the end, like a little like in memory of.
Well, that's fair. Well, but they might have already had some stuff shot for it. I'm not sure.
Maybe, but I mean, it was 2 different people, like directors.
Yeah.
I mean, I know J.J. Abrams was a part of the Last Jedi as well, but I don't know. Maybe either way. Let's see. We have Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker. He is also Boolio. I don't know who that is, but
I think that was the dude at the beginning.
Yeah,
whose
Chris
head
Hemsworth
they
thinks
put
that's-
on the table.
yeah, that's
It
him.
really did sound like him. I'm pretty sure it was him.
It could be. I mean, he's in there, so he has another part. Let's see. We have Adam Driver. He's back as young Kylo Ren. We have Daisy Ridley as Rey, again. John Boyega as a young Finn. Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron. New to the scene, Anthony Daniels as C-3PO. Never seen him before.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't know. Very new actor. Just got started.
Young
in his late
up-and-comer.
80s. So he's in it. We also meet Jannah. I think it was Jannah. What was her name?
Jannah?
Jannah, that's how she said it. Naomi Ackie, she's pretty new. She was a stormtrooper. Domhnall Gleeson as General Hux. He dies. Richard E. Grant as General Pride. I looked up General Pride. The story-wise, he was in the Old Wars, but they don't show him as an actual person in the original trilogy.
Okay.
So I looked that up, and I was like, oh, okay, he's not there. Back again, Lupe Nyong'o, Mask Kanata, Keri Russell, a former sitcom glory, Zorii Bliss.
Oh.
Back again is Chewbacca, Jonas Suotamo. Back again, the star, popular Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. Kelly Marie Tran, Rose Tico.
I'm a fan. Why not?
Yeah, same. Ian McDiarmid comes back as Emperor Palpatine. Why don't they just call him Sidious? I don't understand.
I don't know.
They should. Billy D. Williams is back again as Lando Calrissian, the Mr. Cape Lord, or whatever you want to call him.
He looks good in a cape.
Yeah.
And yellow.
Yeah, sure. I don't really know this guy. I don't know him. He's been in some stuff. But Greg Grunberg.
Yeah.
Snap Wexley. The voice of my favorite Babu Freak is Shirley Henderson. I did not know it was a woman. I would have never guessed that, honestly. But she did a great job. Babu Freak is amazing, by the way. Oh, she was Moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter. Okay.
I didn't really. I mean, I've seen them, but I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't have known.
I've seen him once as well, but she was I think Harry. Is it Harry? Or is it...
Isn't she like the bathroom ghost
Yeah,
or
the
something?
bathroom chick. Yeah, whoever she is, yeah. So she does that too. Billy Lord is back again as Lieutenant Connix. That's Leia's, Carrie Fisher's daughter. Dominique Monaghan as Beaumont from Lost Glory. He was also in
Lord of the Rings. He was...
I don't know.
Mary.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
He was a pot-smoking hobbit.
There it is.
He got some trees to fight some people for him.
That's fair. Let's see. Moving right along. We introduced a new character called Dio. He is voiced by J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. I like Dio.
Yeah, Dio's cool.
A little nervous boy.
A little nervous boy? Is that what you just called him?
Nervous boy.
Shit. That's hilarious.
Every time someone tries to touch me, like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Happy.
That's fair.
Sad.
That's fair. I guess that's true.
I liked him. Dio.
No, I thought he was great.
Also, I like the name Dio.
Yeah. Let's see. Next up, I said Warwick Davis. John Williams.
Yeah, you were right.
You
did say that.
That was the guy.
I think that was him.
Yep. I read that somewhere a while ago, and I thought that was him, and that was him.
I mean, it makes sense because there's no other reason for them to linger on that shot of that character for a second.
Not at all. Guy Dennis Lawson, he's back as Wedge Antilles, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, he's back as Wedge Antilles, so that's cool. Ironically, though, in Episode 4, he was Red 2. That's what they name him as. And in Star Wars, in Episode 5, he was Rebel Force. I'm assuming Wedge. And then in Return of the Jedi, they were like, okay, this is Wedge, guys.
Yep.
All right, just so you know. It is what it is.
He gets a name eventually.
He's going to be in Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense because that's about the pilots and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm guessing from the name of it.
I have no idea.
That makes sense, but...
The guy who voiced General Grievous is in this movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good for him. Okay, next up, a lot of voices, a lot of people who kind of really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. But do they?
I mean, some of them.
They don't matter in this movie.
That's fair.
At all.
But some of them have mattered in past Star Wars movies.
Yeah, but that's not... We're talking about this one, though.
Okay.
To be fair.
Okay.
To be fair. Let Finn and Rose get their glory, all right?
No, that's fair.
These other people,
I don't mean to take anything away from anyone who's starring in these movies, but let's not forget. Let's not forget about these
That's
guys.
the reason why we're in this predicament now. We thought, they're like, hey, let's not forget that the Jedi were the greatest.
Well, I'm not saying they're the greatest, but...
Yeah. Trash.
Let the past die, I guess.
Yes.
That's what they said all through the last one.
Yes. It's like,
but just one more time. Let's give it up for some of these people.
No. There is...
No, you will die.
Exactly. I love it. Let's see. Andy Serkis is back as a voice of Snoke.
There you go.
Was that who you wanted to hear?
I mean, he's one of them.
Ashley Eckstein as Ahsoka Tano.
Hey.
Does she do it in the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, because he was the only person to play the character before
see.
Rosario Dawson did the live action version of her for The Mandalorian.
Good for her.
I'm not even going to say spoiler at this point on that, because if you care about Star Wars, you've seen it this point. The Mandalorian thing. Rosario Dawson. Even if you didn't see it, you've seen it.
Yeah.
You know at this point.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If that's a spoiler alert,
that's fair.
Let me just go ahead and blow it out of the water. Luke comes back in the last goddamn episode of Mandalorian, and so does R2-D2. So get your shit together.
Oh my god. When he crushed that fucking Dark Trooper.
It was great.
That was so good.
Great. So spoiler alert that, motherfucker. Whoever.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a kind of way. I don't know why.
Nerds.
Let's see. Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen.
There he is. See, that's the guy I thought you were like, oh yeah, I want to get excited about this guy.
I like
good
Hayden.
for you. I like that you're excited about for Warwick Davis and his son.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
I like Warwick Davis.
What's not to like? What's not to like?
He gets work. Let's see. Samuel Jackson, Mace Windu,
Hey.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor. They took Archive Sound from Alec Guinness. That's amazing. Frank Oz is Yoda. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Don't know who that was. I know who he is. I don't know who he voiced.
Me neither. I don't know who Kenan Jarrus is. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, same. Liam Neeson, Young Taken. He's in here. It's Qui-Gon Jinn. He comes back. And then we get, they like to throw people in movies just to throw them in there. But Harrison Ford.
Like Harrison Ford.
He comes back as Han Solo.
Uncredited. What the fuck is that?
I'll talk about it because it's one of my likes or dislikes, so we'll talk about that.
Okay.
I'm going to say it then instead of now. Jeff Garland, he's also uncredited.
Hilarious.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, uncredited.
Hilarious.
Chris Ridley, I don't know who that is. Ed Sheeran.
No.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
He probably hated the movie.
Oh.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Who was that?
He was, in Thor Ragnarok, he was the executioner guy. He was the shake weight guy.
That's who the guy is.
He was Scourge, the executioner. I love him because he was in Lord of the Rings, but I love him because he's in the show The Boys as Billy Butcher. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was pretty funny.
He's hilarious. He was pretty funny in Ragnarok too. Yeah. But I really enjoy him in The Boys.
Yeah. He gets a lot of work. I've seen him before. I just didn't know when or where or whatever. Oh, he was Dredd in Judge Dredd. Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, like the new remake one? The not Stallone one?
Man, that was not new. That was 2012.
Well, I mean,
I thought it was made recently.
Newer than the one that made in, 90?
I would have said 2016. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
Either one?
Nope.
Judge Dredd is amazing.
All I know is the I Am the Law.
So good.
I'd watch it.
So good.
Why not?
We should do old movies next.
I'm down.
Not too old, though.
Because we're doing Rampage after this.
Yeah, not too old.
I'll do...
I don't want to
so what's the cutoff? 2012?
Whatever movie I like. You start saying, I'm like, no, I can't do that one. Just getting a one automatically.
Oh,
sorry. He was in Doom as well.
Oh yeah, he was. That movie sucked.
Yeah. So, he was in Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is a good movie.
I didn't see that.
He gets work. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good
Go
for
Carl
him.
Urban.
Yeah, good for him. So that was the cast. Let's get into some likes.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
I'll go.
Yeah, but I went first last time.
Okay. All right.
By all means.
First, I said zombie Palpatine. I know he's not a zombie. I liked the look of him because he looked like shit.
Same.
Like he was missing either entire fingers or like parts of his fingers. You could just like see the bones sticking out. His teeth were messed up. He was like, his skin was like falling off of him. His eyes were all messed up. He looked a mess, and I really liked that. And I loved that when Kylo Ren was walking in on him, and you kind of like, I forget if Kylo Ren asks it or if just the audience itself is like, oh, what's happening here? He's like, oh, the dark side of the Force is a gateway to abilities that many would consider to be unnatural. And I was like, oh, where have we heard that before? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
Call back.
I loved it.
Who said that?
I love that little throwback way back to the, what is it, like episode 2 or 3? Ago. I forget.
Yeah, I think it's in 3.
Yeah, I think
when they're
right.
sitting watching the orchestra
theater.
thing or whatever the fuck that was.
The water orchestra or whatever the hell. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, this isn't Revenge of the Sith.
No, it's not. But yeah, I thought that was a great callback to it. Okay. John Williams. I'm going to keep saying him.
Which one, though? The character? Because he played a good character.
I'm going to say both. Because he knocked it out of the Oscar-worthy for on-screen work.
Oscar Isaac worthy. No, it's not even that, actually.
Oscar the Grouch worthy.
Yeah, there it is.
Oscar
can.
Nunez worthy. No, I like the music in this one, just like all the others, has been incredible.
So good.
All the different character themes, some that kind of blend together, character themes, some that like run into the others. But you could, I mean, that fucking high energy music when they're flying the Millennium Falcon and someone's working the gun, and it's so good. So good.
Facts.
I love it. Also, any other song that he's probably not on here. At the end of the movie, I was expecting it again. I thought Duel of the Fates was going to start up. When, like, you kind of hear that, like, oh, when the ritual starts happening and, like, all the cultists or whatever start, like, bowing, like, the crowd starts moving and, like, that chant started up. I was like, oh, man, if that started playing, I would have lost my shit. And this is the.
But it wouldn't have fit.
No, it wouldn't. But I would have been excited.
But you're
anyway.
right.
This is the second time that I've watched this movie in my life.
Yeah,
the first being in
crazy.
the theater, and after that, I was like, man, I could watch this on Disney Plus anytime. But I just didn't get around to it. And then we had the idea for the podcast, and I was like, we're gonna get to Star Wars at some point, so I'll just wait for it then.
Fair.
And not too long ago, my fiance was like, hey, let's watch Star Wars, and we watched Force Awakens, and I was like, fuck, I can't go any further than this because we're gonna do the next 2 movies in like a week.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention to it. I like purposely did something else to not pay attention to that one. And then I made us watch a different movie for the next one.
Are you guys going to go back and watch?
We might, yeah.
Okay.
We might, but
should.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it now.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, John Williams kicks all kinds of ass. What does that mean? Oh, I wrote. Okay, this is a quick one. Luke finally picks up that fucking X-Wing. Because in Empire, he couldn't pick it up.
Yeah,
he couldn't pick it up, and Lil Yoda did it, and then he made Luke look like a jackass. But in this one, Ghost Luke picks up the fucking X-Wing out of the ocean. I liked it. I could not like it.
That was good.
The ruins of the Death Star. First off, it looked awesome from the outside, and then when Rey was climbing around inside of it, it was great. It reminded me of her climbing around the shit on Starkiller Base in Force Awakens.
Yes.
It also kind of gave me flashbacks to like her scavenger days of her climbing around inside the old Star Destroyers, because like she was getting around in there just fine.
Yeah.
She knows her way around it.
No Mary Sue around here.
I liked it. Lando coming back. I mean, I liked it.
It was a surprise for me.
Yeah, like when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit. Who's this guy? It's Billy D. What's not to like? I love a good return of a enjoyable character. And to be fair, they were running out of people to come back at this point because everyone had already come back. But there's like, okay, Lando, great, I'm here for it. I was just happy to see him. And if he had not like come back after his first appearance when he's like, my flying days are over, I'm like, oh well, maybe we should pick it up again.
Yeah, right, maybe.
And he's like, nah, I'll just hang out here. And they did come back after that, like, to help everybody out. It's like, okay, good. He did, like, the Han Solo move at the end of A New Hope, where he's like, oh, fuck this, I'm out. I'm not really, though. But Lando also brought like half the fucking galaxy with him at the end. Han just brought himself and Chewie. R2-D2 and C-3PO. I'm gonna like it as many times as I can. This is my last time to do it.
Every time.
Love it when R2 and 3PO only have a few scenes together in this whole trilogy of movies, because they spend a lot of this movie split up, with 3PO getting into a lot more action and dragged along than R2-D2 was usually the one who was going on the crazy adventures before, in like the prequel trilogy especially.
Facts.
He tells 3PO tells R2, "Oh, you're a good friend, R2. The best I've ever had. And if I don't make it back from this mission, I want you to know that." And when I saw that in the theater, I was like, they're gonna fucking kill him. They're gonna kill one of them, and I'm gonna be sad about it. Which brings me to my next C-3PO's dramatic scene, where it's already revealed that he can translate the Sith language, but he's not, like, his programming won't allow him, like, he physically is not able to speak it or tell people what he reads in it. So they take him to get jailbroken like a fire stick by Babu Frick, and they hack his memory bank. They hack his memory bank, and like his eyes turn red and he looks evil, and he tells them the coordinates. And that, I think, like, that red eyes 3PO was in the trailer, and I got so excited about it. I was like, oh, I don't know what's happening, but I want to see this movie even more because I love C-3PO. When he has that scene, but before that, he just kind of turns and looks at everybody. He's got all these wires sticking out of the back of his head, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Because this whole movie, everybody treated him like shit. Especially, like, they were treating him like Jerry on Parks and Rec. They were treating him like Jerry Gergich. And they're like, "What are you looking at, idiot? What's your problem?" He's like, "I'm just taking one last look at all my friends." And then they fucking felt bad for treating him like shit, and then they didn't, because no one liked him anyway, apparently, except me.
It's just a robot.
I guess. Unless it's fucking BB-8. In which case, Poe Dameron will give you fucking belly rubs next time he sees it.
Did you see that? I love it.
It's hilarious. Like he's a puppy. It was like, "Oh, buddy, what are you doing? I missed you." Fuck you, 3PO. Take a walk, asshole.
Same.
Yeah, like he gives his big speech.
Never tell me that.
About how he's going to miss everybody. And then, it seems like he's dead. And then he wakes right back up. It's like, "Oh, hello there. I'm C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Nice to meet you. I don't remember anything. Let's be best friends." Yeah, is it Poe? It's like, that's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem.
Great, because he already didn't like him. He already didn't like him.
Same.
But when they're 3PO in general in this movie was great. Yeah. When they're having that like little speeder chase away from the festival, and you get those sweet jetpack stormtroopers riding those belt sander bikes, and 3PO's like, "Oh, good job, sir." Terrible job, sir. Every time it looked like he killed one, and then he didn't. Great.
That's hilarious. He also, actually, a good part I like, he goes, I don't know if you're going to say it. Are you going to say it? Were you done with C-3PO?
I don't know.
Were you done with 3PO?
There's always more 3PO, but no, go ahead.
If you got more, go ahead. I don't want to ruin it.
Is it the serpent thing? He's like, serpent. I like that. When they fall in the sinking pits, and they fall through the sand pits, and is it Poe? He's like, "Finn, Rey, Chewie. You didn't say my name, sir, but I'm fine too."
That was good.
Love it.
That was good.
I loved it, but I don't know. I'm guessing I still didn't get to the thing you were going to say.
No,
go ahead.
No. Are you done?
No, with 3PO.
Okay.
I'm getting there at least.
When he goes, "They fly now." They fly now.
They fly now. Good stuff.
I'm like, when you write that, do you put like as I don't write screenplays and shit, but when you write that, you go, the emphasis is, C-3PO is like confused, also like whatever, and what's his name? Finn is this way, and then he's just like matter of fact.
He's like, they fly now.
I wonder if they write it like that, because that's hilarious.
That was great.
Because you're like, oh man, I need more words. They fly now. They fly now. They fly now. Got it.
3 different ways.
5,000.
One line, 3 different ways.
I love you. 3,000.
Got it. Last time I checked, I think you're about 800, something like that.
800.
My next I remembered being very emotional at that scene, at the 3PO scene. And then, oh my God, I forgot all about it. When everyone gets back together after Leia passes, and everyone comes back to like, "Oh, where's Leia? We got to talk to her." And they're like, she's gone.
Yeah.
And Finn and Poe look surprised, and Chewie just fucking loses it. And I got a little teary-eyed watching it because like
every other day I was
like someone tries to console him. He's like, "Get the fuck off me!"
He pushes Poe.
He lost everybody.
He did,
except for Lando and C-3PO and R2-D2, which he probably didn't care the fuck about them either.
Lando.
Except for Lando, like he lost Han, Luke, and then Leia. Like he lost all his human friends except for Lando, like of his old friends. Horrible.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. And then he gets his medal at the end of the movie. I think it's Maz gives him the medal. Mm-hmm. She's like, you should, this Leia would want you to have this. This is yours. And he like gets it, and she nods approvingly, and they probably went and banged or something.
That's her boyfriend.
Yeah. She says it. It's in there. It's out there.
Jinx.
And then it's in there again.
Sorry.
No, I shouldn't have said it. You jinxed me. I broke the rules. I'm gonna mime the rest of the podcast. You're gonna
out of order. You're gonna love it. Never happened in the history of Jinx. That's on the first 2 episodes of Peacock. Nice. First 2 seasons.
And then nothing. Then you gotta pay for it.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good. There is a lot of good stuff in this movie. The duels, a couple fights between Rey and Kylo, were really good in general. And then the ending fights were really, really good. Honestly, I really enjoyed them. I mean, they were like show-stopping blockbuster fights. But when he's fighting the Knights, when he's getting his ass kicked by the Knights of Ren,
he's doing it though. He force pushes.
Yeah, like he pushes the one dude. I think he chokes the one a little bit, or like force grabs him, like throws him down, and then Rey like
Ben Solo's a beast.
Does the old reverse Bruce Willis and puts the gun behind her neck, and the gun disappears, or the lightsaber in this case, and Kylo Ren or Ben pulls out the lightsaber and starts chopping people up after he has this little heart-to-heart talk with Ghost Dad. Old Han Solo comes back for one fatherly lesson, and I enjoyed that scene.
It's a good scene.
It's like, you're not too far gone. It's like, no, I am. It's like, no, Kylo Ren's dead. My son is still here.
Same.
Also, I'm dead. Because Kylo Ren fucking killed me. And then he throws away his awesome fucking crossbar lightsaber that's really cool. Oh, well.
But I get it.
It was really cool, though.
Yeah.
But he did kill his dad with it, so he probably had to get rid of it. As far as some baggage. I like that when Rey fucking force lightnings that transport ship by accident because Kylo Ren's fucking with her. When she starts healing people. Like that also.
Same.
There was just some good stuff. I'm gonna give it I don't think I should give it a like because it made me sad. Carrie Fisher. I'm gonna give Carrie Fisher a like because kudos to her for doing this when she was not in good shape as far as I'm aware, like health wise. Just good on her for that in general, and also for her work in the franchise. And other things. I've seen her a couple other things. She's good in other things that I've seen. Like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Or any other things where she pretty much played like a TV version of herself. Loved it. Yeah. She was a sassy nun in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And it was fucking hilarious. Ghost Luke. Liked it. I liked Ghost Luke.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
When he caught that lightsaber. Good stuff. There's a lot of things to like in this movie, and I feel like I could just keep picking things out, but I'm going to be done. I'm going to give it to you for likes. Because I also might jump in here and there with dumb shit near the end. I'll get in there.
I like it.
And give a little this, a little that. Little hey, ho, hey. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about carbs anymore.
That's on Peacock for free. All right. Let's see. So likes on me. I have a lot. I have 16 likes. I don't have 16.
How many do I have?
I have 11. So close. I have 11 likes. Okay, first like. And there's going to be a stark difference here.
Okay.
Kylo's Kylo Ren's battle in the very beginning.
Mm.
Oh, it's equivalent for me to Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Yeah.
He's showing he's just the baddest of badasses, and you can't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Simple.
And if you do,
yeah,
you end up dead on a forest floor.
Same. Yeah, absolutely. Him just being who he is and knowing whatever. I loved it. I like Kylo Ren as a villain, and I love him. I'm going to say something daring.
Oh, I dare you.
How can you say something so controversial? In theory, man, I'm going to say it, but I'm thinking. I like Kylo Ren better than Darth Vader.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you really like Darth Vader.
I love Darth Vader. Is he on here? Yep, he's next.
Yep.
He's my next like.
I know he's coming. I know what's happening.
So, he's a badass. He's the best villain that there was at the time. He's killing everybody.
Yeah. He's like the rage aspect of the... When they're like, oh, dark side, anger, fear, suffering. He was anger.
He was angry. Especially in like Force Awakens, and he's fucking up the computers. And
yeah.
Anything else? Nope. I'm good.
No, not anymore.
I do. I really like him better than Darth Vader. And I love Darth Vader. I really do love Darth Vader. So much so you thought I was going to say hated Christensen. Like, I love Darth Vader. I do. But I think Kylo Ren is better. Objectively, I think he's better. I think it's... this is what I think it is. I'm going to equate it to basketball. I know you're a sports lover. So I'm going to equate it to basketball.
God.
Darth Vader is Michael Jordan.
Trying to kill me.
Can be beat.
Oh.
Got it.
So who is Kylo Ren? Is
LeBron
he
James.
Scottie Pippen?
Nope.
No.
He is LeBron James.
Is he Charles Barkley?
Nope. Terrible. Nope. He is LeBron James. Kylo Ren is LeBron James. Okay. He's objectively better. You can tell. He's taller. He's bigger. He's faster. He's gonna score more points. All the things. But nostalgia's telling you, I gotta like him better. Yeah, Kylo Ren's better. He's better. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So, Kylo Ren's battle in the beginning. I have a lot of Kylo on here, by the way.
Get it.
Put that out there. Secondly, like I said before, Vader's music. It showed up, and it showed the fuck out, and I loved it. Especially we were talking about that it was in Return of the Jedi, but I don't remember it in Return of the Jedi, but I remember
like
here.
The string organization of it, when she was in the Death Star ruins.
I'm going to look for that. I'm going to put it on some kind of ringtone for me, because I
was going to say, I don't want that on a playlist. I don't want that to play if I'm in the shower or something. That'll scare me right the fuck out of there.
It gave me chills.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I love it. I'll chill it up. Chilled it up.
You want me to give you the chills? There's an egg
on your
head and the yolk is
That's not on the free version of Peacock.
There's a knife in the back and the blood is rushing down.
Why didn't you tell me you're into dating moms? What does that you up with my mom? Either way, Vader music, that's 2. 3, confident Finn.
Yeah.
I like Finn as he's confident. And the first time we see him as confident Finn, to me, is when he's in the Millennium Falcon. And he's on the gun. He's on the sticks. Mm-hmm. And he's just like... It's like... you can just tell, like, his whole demeanor. He's like, I got this.
He's got a new haircut, too.
He did, actually. Yeah, you're right. And then you see him confident again when he becomes a general, which is funny. It's like, can I be a manager too? Hey, general. Can I be a manager too? It's like, it's funny to me.
Yeah, Mr. General. I'm going to say general.
Just general.
You said, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So, confident Finn is great. I think he's good. And then even at the end when he tried to sacrifice, I think he got his confidence from almost sacrificing himself in The Last Jedi, which I thought was great. Talk about all the sacrifices in that movie. We talked about that, but that was a sacrifice that was going to be a sacrifice, but Someone else swooped in. Next up, and I put this together, but separately. Kylo Ren's mask, the helmet.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. Listen.
I know.
Woo, it's better not awaken something inside of me. I'll tell you that
Oh no. Oh no.
Having a hard time talking about it. No, that, and then finding out the meaning behind it, like the actual meaning, like in some Asian culture,
Japanese,
when they piece back together something, they use gold, a colored gold, to show that it has been broken and fixed. And it apparently it's stronger, or whatever the case may be.
Kintsugi is the name of it.
There it is.
Or Kintsukuroi. I probably butchered that
All
last
the
one.
thing. Sounds better than what I would have said. Mine would have been borderline problematic.
Oh my.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's why I don't try to say things that I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah. But I'm also, it's also a dislike too. But we'll get to that. Next up, not next up, but this was in the same thing. Knights of Ren. They're just great. They do nothing until the last 10 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
But they're amazing. Give me a show. Here's the thing. What did I say I needed a show of? That, Maz, Lando and his daughter. Who else? Who else did we say?
I think I said at one point that I would watch a Chewie show.
Chewie. Who else? Who else can get a fucking movie? One more.
A movie or show?
Luke, a show. Luke training. And I found this from Twitter. They can use Sebastian Stan.
Say make it like Police Academy style, or just make it like a series.
I want to see
Sebastian
Grogu
Stan.
in the fucking corner.
Yeah.
Eating eggs.
Eating.
I want fucking Kylo Ren brick shit house in the front. Star pupil. But those are the 5 shows I want before the guy in fucking Rogue One. I don't want a show about him. I don't give a fuck about that
Cassian.
guy. I don't care about him.
I want a show about K2SO more than I want a show about Cassian.
6 shows before that fucking show. And not to mention the 10 shows we're already going to get.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
So he's become a villain to me. I don't like it.
What if they did an episode about... Oh, shit. I can't remember his name.
Exactly.
Mads Mikkelsen's character.
What about him?
In that. What if they did a show about him? No?
No.
Before
I didn't like him that much in that movie.
But not before Cassian or after Cassian?
Both.
Oh.
I didn't like him.
Oh, did we say that we'd watch a show about Saw Gerrera?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew there was somebody else in that. Like, yeah, I would watch that.
Just going up and up.
I want to see how he loses all his fucking body parts and gets turned into a robot man who has to breathe oxygen through his chest tubes.
Same. Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah.
Another show.
Yeah.
That's 8. 8 shows before that fucking guy. And he got a show? Fuck that guy. Sorry. I hate him. I don't
A show
like
about Tarkin.
Yeah, or Pride, since he was there.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Or Kylo Ren.
Man.
Give me one for Kylo.
This dude's going further and further down the list.
He should be.
How about Wicket and Warwick Wicket Jr.?
Oh. And I don't even like the Ewoks. I'd watch that. Just give me like an episode, though. Like a mini-series, like a mini-episode, like one show. Just YouTube it up. I don't want too much. All right, next like. I got a couple. This is what I think. I don't know if this is a case. And I'm just telling you what I wrote. But I don't know if this is a case, but I like it. Just thinking about it. And this actually goes into the what was his name? Cassian guy. Mm-hmm. This actually goes into him. Don't want to see him though. Poe's past tied into Rogue One and the Spies. I wonder if that's why they picked him to join the rebellion or rebellion? Is that it?
Resistance, rebellion. I don't know.
Because of his past being spice runner and all this other stuff. I want to know if that's like Rogue One-ish.
I watch a show about him too.
I also, of course, before Cassian, of course. Okay, so Pose, that's what I thought. But I just like the fact that he was a spice runner. And, you didn't know much about him. He knew how to hot wire stuff and shit. So that was great. Next up, Babu Frick. He was great. It was my Twitter handle for like the longest time.
Yes, it was.
For the longest time. Babu Frick. There's nothing much I can say about him. I love him. He's adorable.
Yeah.
I don't say that much about a lot of things, but he was. And he was funny. Unintentionally, maybe. But when he comes back at the end, I was like, hey. I was like, this guy. That was fun.
Let's go do it to somebody else.
Sam.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Jim?
I want to watch the office. I want to watch the office.
Sad.
Okay. Sad.
I didn't say him.
You didn't. You said you were going to jump in. Go ahead and jump in.
I like Dio.
There it is. We kind of did say it when we named him in the cast.
I kind of did. I like Dio. There
it is.
Happy.
Shut the front.
I like Robot Abed.
Yeah, there it is. You did call him that. That's fine.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Okay, next up. Kylo battles Rey. They battled 2 times. And it just looks good. Again, there's no scientific or unscientific way anyone in the entire world, including George Lucas, could tell me that the original trilogy lightsaber battles were better than the other 8 fucking movies. There's no one could prove to me that they're... Him just toying around with fucking Finn was even a better battle than... And he was toying with him, to be fair.
Yeah.
And...
Until he got that chunk taken out of his shoulder, and then it was all for real.
Then it was like, okay, all right, let me stop.
Like, all right, time to put him down.
See, and that's what happens, right? Like, you play with someone, they're like, oh, this guy's trash. And
yeah.
It's like the one time we were playing Smash Bros. No, was it Smash Bros?
Yeah, probably.
Smash Bros.
And you killed Josh?
That was great.
I
wasn't even about to talk about me, but now they're bringing it up.
Oh.
Josh, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. When my girlfriend played and she won. I don't know if you remember that, but she won a whole... I was like, oh, okay. She never won again after that, but...
we made sure of that.
Exactly.
We broke her thumbs.
We took care of that. Yeah, say it. But, so the first battle with Kylo and Rey, where they're using the dyad, which is great. That's great.
Yeah, we're fighting from like 2 different places, but still like,
amazing. Where are you at? I
can't see your surroundings. That's where you are.
I'll come talk to you. I'll come tell you myself.
It looked so cool.
It was so good.
It was like that like pristine Snow White spaceship room, and then that like dark, like kind of grungy
Kijimi
alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kijimi.
And they were like passing him back and forth, and there were shots where it was literally both sets like overlapping.
So good. Vader's helmet's on the floor.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good.
Exactly.
Great. Happy.
Sam. The second battle on the destroyed Death Star. Come on. Come on. Like, so good. And obviously Kylo is powerful and Rey is trying. Just before I say that, I was wrong. I looked it up. Mary Sue. I was wrong about that completely. What I was thinking of was Nancy. When someone calls a man Nancy.
Nelly.
Same.
I see able to talk like this.
So when someone calls a man Nancy, they're saying they're feminine and all that other stuff. Mary Sue, apparently, I looked it up. The second like line like item in Google search was, is Rey a Mary Sue? That's literally the whole thing. Apparently it's a Star Trek thing where they have no weakness and they learn things very quickly. They learn things like with no explanation, I guess. Here's my thing. They're wrong. Because we know that over episodes 4, 5, and 6, some time took place in between. 7, 8, 9, some time took place in between. Doesn't say how much. But she is training between 7 and 8, she doesn't train, right? Like there's no training or whatever, or maybe there is. No, she's on the fucking thing with Luke.
Yeah.
She's on the eye with Luke. So if they show her training in the movie with two different Jedi people, what did she learn unexpectedly?
That's fair.
So she didn't understand her power, right? So because she didn't understand it, that doesn't mean that unexpected things couldn't happen. For example, the lightning coming out of her hand.
Yeah.
She didn't know that was going to happen.
No.
She was just angry because Chewie, and she's pissed off at Kylo.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing. When I watch the movie, I'm like, oh, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. How did she get so strong so quick?
Yeah.
No. That's not how it is. And it's just like, okay, so I read something online about episode 7. They were like, how can Kylo Ren, who's a Jedi Master, get taken apart by two unexperienced laser sword, whatever.
Jedi Master.
Whatever he is. Sith guy. Kylo Ren, whatever the fuck he is. They were like, how do you get taken apart by Finn? I was like, he didn't.
No.
He was playing with Finn and he fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's how he got hit. And
also, he was already wounded.
And he was already wounded.
He got that Chewie shot.
And he just killed his dad.
Yeah.
There's so much going on with him that he's just like, okay, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, let me kill you. Like, he almost killed Finn.
It's like when you're fighting, it's like you're the younger brother fighting your big brother, and he started it, and you get a good shot at it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now you're going to get fucked up.
Dead.
You hit me?
Yeah, you're dead.
Now I want to
I
hear you scream.
And then Rey, she wasn't good with a lightsaber, but she still had some force ability.
And it was already shown that she could fight with a staff at least. She knew her way around a weapon in some capacity. So
it's almost like, okay, so where's this Mary Sue part coming in? I still don't understand. She was good with, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
But either way, I was wrong. I'll say that. I was still right about her not being it. Either way. The second fight on the ship, it still shows that Kylo's stronger than Ren. Because the only thing that stopped him was Leia. He was ready to kill Ren.
Yeah, he had her down.
Rey. Yeah, she was done. Like, I don't think he was trying to kill her, but I think he also was.
But like, he had her in a position where he could have like, all right,
yes,
this is over.
This is over. And even though she was getting her licks in and she was doing all this stuff, like, she was great. It was a great battle. Still, Kylo was better. So again, they're still showing her not being the best. Either way, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Loved it. Was great. Then she got Ren back. Loved it. And
I feel like it's hard to please people with, like, when you're writing a female character, especially for fans that are as fucking hypercritical as Star Wars fans apparently. Because I feel like people don't want to write like another damsel in distress character, but then if you give them some agency and some ability and some power, then people are like, oh, they're a Mary Sue, which you can be a Mary Sue and not be a female character, but you can, there's that. I feel like there's some people probably see it as a fine line. They feel like, oh, well, if they have to get rescued, then they're automatically like weak and they're like a bad role model for women, or they're like, oh, well, don't make them too strong though, because the guy's got to do something. How do you want it? Do you want it both ways, or do you want neither?
Sam.
It's nerf or nothing.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
People need to people just need to chill out and enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
When I say chillax, people chillax.
No, that's fair.
I heard you.
So the last thing I'll say is, so then the battle was great. Then she gets Kylo Ren. Then she heals him.
Yeah.
I don't really have the healing part in my likes or dislikes, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It didn't piss me off.
To be fair, I'm okay with it.
It didn't make me mad.
No, it didn't make me mad either.
And then they continued it in the future into The Mandalorian when Baby Yoda heals
and
Carl
they
Weathers.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. When Baby Yoda does it, you're like, oh, of course he can do that. The Force, because we've seen this. But when someone else does it, they're like, she can't do that.
Right.
Notice it said she can't do that.
So here's my
Baby Yoda can do no fucking wrong.
and
I agree with that.
That's fair.
I agree with that sentiment.
He can, but that's fair.
When he's eating your fucking babies right in front of you, he can do something wrong. I'm going to eat your babies, bitch.
So, let's gonna go into my next, like... Let's gonna go... Yeah, fair, right? Let's gonna go into my next, like... He... becomes Ben Solo. There's a huge difference between Kylo Ren and Ben Solo, obviously. I love Ben Solo.
He ditched those shoulder pads, for one.
He gave it all up. There is a dislike coming about it, but that's also back with the what I told you before. But Ben Solo's great. When he's taking on the Knights of Ren, that fucking Han Solo shrug.
And then they do the step back.
Yeah, but that's not as good.
I like it. The Han Solo shrug is great. I liked it. I like both parts.
I didn't even notice you said it, and I was just like, okay. Like it was
they
good.
all step back because suddenly they're realizing they don't have fucking lightsabers.
Same. But to be fair, the Han Solo shrug. That's his dad.
That was great.
This is his dad.
And I pointed out a couple times during the movie, he was doing the Harrison Ford point. Because Harrison Ford does it a lot in his movies, where if he's serious, he'll put his finger in your face and he'll point. Yeah. And he did it a couple times in this one. He's like, prepare my shuttle.
Okay.
He gets that fucking finger right up in somebody's face. And he did it at least once after that.
I think it was.
And I like it.
It has to be purposely.
Oh, I think it had to be.
The shrug was obviously.
The shrug was amazing. I feel like the point was also on purpose.
Now that you say it, yeah, I agree with you.
I liked it.
So that was one of my other likes too. So let me go back to another like. Double-bladed saber ray.
I knew it was coming. I knew you were gonna say it, and I've been looking forward to it.
Give me a show where she's dueling those double laser swords. I don't even know how to say it. Better than Cassian already.
Yee.
Give me a 5-minute clip, and I'm watching that 1,000 times before a Cassian show.
Fair.
Fuck that guy. If I haven't said it already. I just love it.
Yeah, because at first you're like, oh, cool, double lightsaber. And then she, catches she blocks with the one and then it folds up. What?
Great.
What the what?
I was like,
yes.
this is the best. Who doesn't have this yet?
Yeah,
Why do you not have that yet?
And then I remembered, it's like, that's Keith's number one lightsaber, if I recall right.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's better than Darth Maul. Darth Maul who?
Not
today.
He took the hinge out of the middle of it, and he loses all the points, I guess.
Exactly, idiot.
Good work, dumbass.
Same. Next up, this is a like. Han Solo is not a ghost. He is a memory.
Yeah.
He is not a Force ghost.
No, he was definitely not a Force ghost because he wasn't blue.
He wasn't blue. It was just a memory. It's the reason why neither of them said I love you. Mm-hmm. But he touched his face because he said I love you by touching his face in Force Awakens. So that was his whole I love you without saying it, right? Then he did it again and he goes, Dad. Calls him Dad for the first time ever, as opposed to calling him Han Solo, as opposed to saying get that piece of junk shot out the sky.
Oh, I loved that part.
That was a good part. He goes, Dad, and Han Solo, great fucking line as a dead memory. I know. And I love it because that's the same thing he said to his mom, Leia, and fucking Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
I love you. I know. And she says it, and then he said, it's just, I love it. And he's not a ghost.
And then she says it to him in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, he says it, then she says it.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I know, blah, 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 whatever. I love it. It's the greatest thing.
I know.
It's the greatest thing. You're right. I like it. But that Ben Solo's redemption is so good. It is so delicious. That I love it. I love everything he did. I love all of it. Then when they sync up and him and Rey are just like, with the lightsabers, I'm like, I'd watch a show of this. That's what I thought.
I love Ben Solo's redemption from the moment it touches my tongue to the minute it's metabolized from my stomach acid.
Yes. How do you not like this movie?
Sweet, sugary Ben Solo's redemption.
If you don't like this movie, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. Dumb. So, either way, last like. The culmination of the Sith / giant world. And I wrote that meaning going to Exegol, finding out that Palpatine is alive, because of course he is, right? Finding out and then when we get there, the audience, us who are in the audience is going to be in the audience. Well, when we get there,
oh my god,
the demons or whoever they are, they come out of nowhere. How, in my opinion, how can you not like the fact that after an 11 movie culmination that there is this giant Sith factory that's pumping out Siths, when like it's in game. Like it's literally everything coming to a head, and it's like, oh shit, they're pumping out clones that can be force sensitive, which means you don't have to be a Skywalker, which they already proved in The Last Jedi, which they proved with Finn in Rise of Skywalker. You don't have to be a Skywalker or a Palpatine to be force sensitive. And then they're raising Siths like crazy. There's people who adore the Siths. All these people built all these fleets, and every single fleet has a Star Killer destroyer on it. How is that not the end game? How is that not the culmination of 45 years of work?
Yeah.
How do you not like that?
Where's your bigger threat?
Like, yeah.
Where's your Avengers level threat?
Exactly. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Like, hey, Death Star 2. No, we can believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can believe those two?
Yeah, the big villain through the previous 2 trilogies. He's still alive. Oh, shit.
They were like, nah.
Yeah, like, he's still alive. Bullshit.
That's my
Come
thing.
on.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Death Star. Ooh, that's crazy. Death Star 2. Okay, they made another one. Now, we can believe that. That's cool.
Electric Boogaloo.
Okay. 7. Star Killer Base. Okay.
Bigger, cooler Death Star.
Star Killer Base. Okay, cool. Rise. What is it? What was it?
Rise of Skywalker.
Hey, we found a way to make miniature Star Killer bases. We don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay, every fleet has a Star Killer on it. No, unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable in space.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Because what did you want to have happen?
Yes, make another one.
When your first director directs the first movie, and then you have a new director in the second one and takes it in a different direction and kills Snoke, who up to that point, it wasn't even in the first movie aside from being a projection.
Yeah, just one time.
Like, he's established that, yeah, he's in charge of Kylo Ren. And then in Last Jedi, it's shown he has Force powers.
And then you kill him.
Like, where's
the threat at now?
Yeah.
Is it just Kylo? Okay.
Right. I mean,
but he's conflicted.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not even fully dark.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I thought it might have been going forward. When they were like, oh, Supreme Commander, cool. Or Supreme Leader, cool.
But he doesn't even have a apprentice.
But then when he eventually turns, then who's your threat? Nobody.
Right.
And then suddenly the person who's been your villain for the first 2 movies then becomes the good guy at the end of the third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my thing. This is something that a lot of people don't understand, and this is what I pieced this together today. And maybe you got it. I don't know.
I wouldn't count on it.
But when he went to Palpatine, he didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll kill you too.
Yeah.
He was like, nope, you won't. So, like, he was in the background devising, he was Wizard of Ozing the whole situation. Kylo Ren had no clue who the fuck Palpatine was.
Yeah.
Until Palpatine told him, and then told him who Rey was.
Yeah, he's like, surprise, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why you're a fucking Darth Vader fanboy.
I've been in your head the entire time.
I made your boss.
That kind of fucking makes sense.
I got a tank full of your boss over there.
Exactly. Here's another thing. Okay, everybody's force sensitive. Everybody's this, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden, Snoke can't see the lightsaber turn on him. I get it. He was distracted, whatever. It was a good plot. I loved that part. It was great. But what I'm saying is that maybe Palpatine shrouded that. That's the way I think of it. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't see it. So Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren was way more powerful than Snoke.
Yeah.
So it all makes sense to me.
Because they made it make sense.
And those are my likes.
I feel like they made it. I feel like they made it make sense.
When we go into my dislikes, that's what I'm gonna talk about that. But
okay.
I'm done with my likes. So let's go into dislikes.
Okay. You go first.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go first because I'm already hyped up.
Yeah, exactly. Use
hyped
that.
Up off fucking Mountain Dew.
Use your rage.
Saying.
You want this?
Strike me down.
Take your weapon. Strike me down with it.
First dislike. And again, this doesn't have much to do with the movies more than all my dislikes are for fucking stupid people. J.J. Abrams saved a lot and brought back so much. The way this movie seamlessly acts with or, works with The Last Jedi. Come on, man. That was some work. He got all his money worth. They got all their, because he was like, he brought back all the people, obviously, whatever. He tied into the fact that Snoke was a clone, and that's the reason why it's okay that he's dead. The fact that Kylo Ren doesn't know. The fact that Rey was conflicted the whole time. And that's another thing The Last Jedi did, too, that a lot of people talk about. And they're like, well, this is dumb, and that's why Rise of Skywalker is dumb. I'm like, well, it's only dumb. If you think it's dumb, it's only dumb because Rian Johnson fucked up The Last Jedi. That's the only reason why it's dumb. At the end, after the fight scene, Kylo Ren goes, I know who your parents are. You're nothing. You come from nothing. You're nothing. They were just day traders or whatever the fuck he called them.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, you're nothing. You don't have, your parents aren't important. Blah, blah, blah. It's like,
okay. Why wouldn't you lie to somebody that you're trying to, if you're trying to get somebody on your side, why wouldn't you be like, oh, of course you come from nothing. I can make you something.
Here's my thing, though. I think in The Last Jedi, he wasn't lying. I just think that's the way Rian Johnson wrote it. Because again, back to my Last Jedi thing, I think he was just trying to fuck up the whole thing.
Okay.
He was like, fuck everybody. Yeah, you come from nothing. Because everybody had all these instances where they're like, she's Han Solo's kid, she's Skywalker's kid, she's Luke's kid, she's all these other people's kids. That makes sense. That was their theory. And then he's like, oh, you come from nothing. Everybody's like, well, all my theories are gone. This is dumb. And then it's like, oh, she comes from Palpatine. Well, that doesn't make more sense.
Well, that's worse.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're like, that's a worse idea.
How is that worse? That makes so much more sense.
Right.
Because, and just like in Rise of Skywalker, he goes, Skywalker's dad was bad. Your dad is a clone of me. I'm bad. Yeah. I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the only family you got here.
Yeah. I was like, that kind of makes sense, actually, because the same thing happened with Luke. So why is it so far-fetched that it happened with Rey?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Because, again, they did the same thing. We're like, oh, here's something fairly similar to keep you comfortable so you can still complain about it later for being too similar. Even though if we had done more different, like Rian Johnson did, he'd still bitch about it even harder.
There's a TikTok video I got to show you. It's fucking hilarious, by the way. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, second dislike. I think Kylo Ren, for the first act of the movie, should have kept his helmet on the whole time. Because he was Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
And when he fought her on the Death Star, I think he should have had his helmet on, and then she should have removed it after she stabbed him. I think that would have been I think that would have just played so much better because it would have differentiated the two. I do understand, though, that I don't know if you saw it, I'm sure you did, but when she healed him, it healed his scar, too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, maybe... But it's too subtle. Because if you didn't look at it, the first time I saw it, I didn't see it. I actually saw it in a video. It's like, oh, it healed his scar. I was like, what? And I was like, okay, that's what's up. I like that. That's pretty sweet. That makes sense, right? Well, why wouldn't your whole body heal? I get that. But yeah, so I think he should have had the helmet on when he was fighting her. I really do.
I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
Oh, because it's a sweet helmet, first off.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the red in it.
Even better. Oh, the red and the light outside? Yes. They were outside in the water?
Yeah.
I would have... Listen.
I mean, the fact that he didn't wear it doesn't make... It doesn't make me like angry or hate it or anything, but yeah, it would have been awesome if he had.
I just think it would have been better
it
for
would have been cool if he had.
the transition of the person from Kylo Ren to
just like the distinction.
Yeah, because I think it would have been just, and this is just me writing movies because obviously I know what I'm talking about. I don't, but I think if they're fighting, she stabs him, right? She takes off his helmet falls over into the water. There's no more Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren went with the helmet.
Well, I mean, when Vader wanted Luke to take his helmet off at the end, when he was dying, he's like, I want to look at you with my own eyes.
Yeah, because he wanted to be Anakin again.
Yeah, he takes his helmet off, even though they burn him with it on anyway. But yeah, like he took his helmet off, and you could see that he was a person underneath. He was a burned up fucking egg person, but he was a person. He wasn't like a full machine.
Right.
Yeah, I can dig it.
So I think that would have been a better play, and I think it would have looked better. I'd have been like, oh, okay. Like, I knew it. Obviously, everybody knew it because she called him Ben.
Yeah.
But it would have just been like, oh, okay, yeah, like, just a little whatever. I think he should have had his helmet on. That's just me. Next one. Mark Hamill hated The Last Jedi. He hated how he played him.
Yeah.
And I like in this one, he was like, I was wrong. And I was like, that's awesome. Fuck you, Rian Johnson. That's what J.J. Abrams said in that line. He was like, but you said I was wrong. And I'm like, Luke never admits when he's wrong, and he did.
I mean, he did get a talking to from Yoda.
Fair, he did. I love it, and I was like, I dislike it because, again, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
As much as I liked it, I gave it a 4.5. Don't forget, but. As much as I liked it, I think that was kind of another fixing that J.J. Abrams had to do.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Because she was like, oh, I'm just going to live here and not have to worry about that and blah, blah. He's like, no, I was wrong. Don't do that. Don't do what I did because that's dumb. Yeah. Which it is. It is super dumb. So, next dislike. Again, nothing wrong with the movie. It's a dislike to the dumb people. Everyone knowing she's a Palpatine is the same as everyone knowing Anakin is Luke's dad. So remember, he's like, you don't know who I am, and Luke goes, you're a Palpatine. Like Leia knew too. She was like, what? It's the same thing. Obi-Wan knew he was Luke's dad.
Yeah.
Everyone, Yoda knew, and then he comes back in Empire Strikes Back and is like, you knew? Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, because everybody thinks they know better or know what's best for you in space, apparently. No one can just give it to you straight.
That's a dislike because it's like, oh man, they went in a different direction. Did they? Because they didn't. They didn't. And we all like comfortability. They gave us the same goddamn formula and we spent our money. And just take it in. And I'm done.
I once saw all these movies in the fucking theaters, and I have no problem with any of that.
Same. I was down in Dayton with my son, and I told my son and my nephew, I was like, hey, I'm going to go see Star Wars. You guys want to go? They're like, oh, fuck yeah, of course. And they didn't say fuck yeah, but they were like, yeah. We get there, and they're kids. I mean, when did this come out, 18?
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah, because Endgame came out 2019, so 18, December 2018. Because Endgame came out 3 months after that, right? Like March 2019?
Maybe May.
Yeah, May. Man, that sounds about right. May 2019. And then it was on Disney Plus 2019, and then pandemic happened after. that's what
saved us all.
That's why I see, whatever. I might do a Marvel marathon this week. I'm off this week. So
I've heard worse ideas.
Same. I don't even know where I was getting after this. Oh, so we were down in Dayton, and they were kids. They were 13 at the time, 12 or something. And they were talking. I was like, hey, I got to shut up because I'm watching this goddamn movie. I don't know what's going on. I was lost for the first hour. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why, but I really was.
Dang.
I think I was just so excited. And I was just like, I don't know. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Oh, that helmet's sweet. I don't know what's going on. I was just so excited.
That's fair.
Either way. All right. I went on far too long.
Very good.
Dislikes. You want me to read them?
For me?
Seto. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I didn't write any because this is the second time I saw the movie, so I was just kind of enjoying watching it.
Fair.
But there were just a couple things. A dislike for me is the trilogy overall did suffer from like that slight disjointedness of director, new director, same as the first movie director. And there was that feeling of, you know, someone trying to do something different in the middle and then it having to be retconned to an extent. But there were some aspects of it that I didn't necessarily feel had to be... I didn't mind. Like, I didn't mind the whole Leia having the Force thing, because they definitely kept with that in this one. Or in this one in Rise of Skywalker. But it just seems odd for them to decide, like, oh, here's 3 movies. 2 of the 3 are going to have the same director. And they're not going to touch. There's going to be a movie in the middle with a different person. I don't remember why that happened.
I don't either.
But it did. And, oh well, I still enjoyed the movies.
Fair. All 3 of them.
So, it's a slight dislike. Whatever. I still liked them.
Fair.
I did... I know you're going to be mad about it.
I'm not going to be mad.
I know, but
I'm not going to be mad.
your voice is going up. It makes me think that you're lying to me.
My girlfriend says it all the time. She's like, when your voice goes up, you lie. I'm like, what? What? Voice breaks.
What are you talking about?
Either way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Ben Solo redemption.
Or
the Kylo Ren redemption.
I get why you don't like it.
The first time I watched the movie, I really, really, really wanted him to die. And I got that. But I wanted him to die when Palpatine threw him in the hole. When he's like, fuck you, bitch, and threw him down the hole. It's like, so as I fell, go in the hole, bitch, and pushed his ass down the hole. I was like, yeah! Like, in the theater, I remember going, yeah! Like, really quiet to myself. And Megan, my fiance, was like, what the fuck? What's your problem? Like, I think she, like, smacked me on the leg a little bit. She's like, what are you doing? We're in public. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
And I was like, I want him to die.
Let everybody know.
I mean, I wasn't fucking sobbing when he crawled out of the hole. I wasn't crying sitting behind somebody. But yeah, when he came out of the hole, I was like, oh man, all right, whatever. And then I got to see him die, which is fine. But it very much, you know, a lot of characters get away with a lot of shit and then can redeem themselves pretty easily in the series' eyes or in the fans' eyes by killing somebody who's like objectively worse than they are at any given at that moment.
That's fair.
Because like Vader got his redemption at the end by throwing Palpatine down the hole, because Palpatine was the one that was pulling the strings on everything. But Vader killed a room full of children, and then went on to do
That was Anakin.
No, that was Vader.
That was Anakin.
That was Vader.
Oh, it was Vader, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
it was pre-robot Vader. It was Vader.
That was Trump supporter Vader. Okay, he no mask. He's good.
He had his rights. He knew his rights. But yeah, like Vader killed a room full of children, and more than likely almost a temple full of children.
Yeah.
And then would go on to, at least from the things that we saw, slaughter a hallway full of rebels, choke a bunch of people, oversee the destruction of planets. Granted, he was taking orders, but you know, if let's say the Emperor is Hitler, and I forget Hitler's number 2. I don't know. Darth Hitler is Hitler's apprentice, and at the end of World War II, Darth Hitler throws Hitler down a pit. Do we love Darth Hitler now? Like, do we forget everything that he did?
In real life, no.
Yeah, but in movies,
yes.
I know the movies aren't real life.
No, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
But like sometimes I like to see a villain just be a villain.
Yeah.
And I get that Kylo Ren was conflicted from the beginning.
Yeah.
But when he fucking killed Han Solo, so he deserved to die.
I don't know. I've never read anything about it. My fan fiction, I don't think he killed Han Solo.
I think he did.
I don't think he did. I told you this, right?
Yes. And I've seen other things that say that Han did it.
Han definitely did it.
I think Kylo Ren did it.
Han did it.
Because his hands were shaking and shit. I definitely think he killed him. When he was like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have strength to do it. I don't think Han Solo killed himself to get himself out of the movies. I think Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to have killed himself to get him out of the movies. I think Kylo Ren killed him.
That's dumb. People are stupid.
Because
he came back in the third one.
Exactly. But I would think that I believe more that Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to kill himself so he could just be done with the role.
Yeah. No. He's never done with the role.
I feel exactly. Just like he's never done being fucking Indiana Jones, apparently, because they're still making a 5th one of those, even though he hates the character.
Illinois Johnson.
Yeah.
Just made that up.
I think that Kylo Ren killed him. But the fact that he was redeemed at the end is fine, because I've had time to think about it and mature myself and redeem myself a little bit. Hey. I'm going to be a little less villainous.
Hey.
You know, he was, and this was my initial thought on the whole thing, was like in the theater, watching it the first time, I was like, I want him to die. He should have died in that hole. He climbed out of that hole, and then he died later. And they had their moment where they got to kiss, and then he died. Great. I still got to see him die. But then, like, rewatching this now, yeah, I can see it. Because he was conflicted the whole time. Yeah. I still think he killed his dad, but I think that he felt bad about it.
I think you're correct in what you think. I don't have a problem with it. I just do think, I think you're correct in what you think. I think that's fine. I understand from an objective point of view. I'm cool with it.
I feel that whoever
your reasoning is.
I feel that whoever killed Han Solo, Ben Solo felt responsible. Whether he himself pulled the trigger on that saber, ignited it, and killed his dad, or he felt that he wasn't able to do it, so his dad took it upon himself to do it himself. I still think that Ben Solo felt guilty.
Yeah.
And that him and Ben Solo and Kylo Ren, while being the same person, were conflicting each other. And we're like, all right, this is what I got to do. I know what I got to do. I can't do it. Yeah, you have to. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, someone did it for us? Or I just fucking did it myself? Maybe I had it in me the whole time. Well, now I'm shot. And now I got to defend myself from some fucking upstarts.
That's fair.
Great.
I think either whatever I think, I understand why his redemption arc was a little too pretty. I get what you're saying. Like, it was too neat. I get that. That's fair.
But I mean,
when you say it like that, I'm like, oh, okay.
But it's a movie at the same time. Like, I know you can't. Yeah. You can't go to. You have what? I mean, some of these movies were close to 3 hours.
Yeah.
That can be pushing it for like a movie, and you can only fit so much into a movie at a certain point, and you can't show too many things. And if you go too far into detail on some things, people are going to get bored. Like, I might get bored, but I might not. But I feel like his redemption was a little too, like, bing, bang, boom, last minute. Maybe I'm not such a bad guy after all.
Yeah,
I had a good day-to-day.
I kind of think a redemption arc, kind of redemption arc that we are like, oh, okay. Yeah, but he still deserved to die. General Hux.
Hux? Oh, yeah, because he doesn't get redeemed either.
No, what I'm saying, though, but he did a good thing.
Hux?
Right? Yeah, he was a spy.
Yeah.
But then his reasoning why he was a spy wasn't to do good.
No, it was just to see someone else
further his
lose.
own career.
Yeah. And he died immediately after
like
he found
if he would have got a redemption arc, it would have been like, oh, okay, this is too much. Like, whatever. But because Kylo Ren was conflicted the entire time, General Hux was bad the entire time.
Until all of a sudden he was like...
And he was still bad, though.
Yeah.
You know,
he was a little less bad, like, considering the circumstances.
It's kind of like a murderer being a snitch. It's like, you're still a murderer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, well, I want to cut a deal.
Yeah.
Well, you're not innocent.
Not innocent. That's exactly what it is. So that's what Hux is.
Let's give you the chair later.
So I get it.
Private.
I'm cool.
And call it a suicide.
Fair.
But yeah, I feel like it was a little too good, I guess, for him. But those are my only real dislikes, is like the whole Kylo Ren thing, and the trilogy, to me, didn't suffer too much.
It didn't. It could have.
Yeah.
With a lesser director in the third one. I don't know. J.J. Abrams was good for me. I know he did Star Trek. He did some Marvel stuff, too. He also did some Office stuff, too.
Nice.
Yeah. So, that's why I always like
And he voiced Dio, so.
He did Dio.
I can't be mad at it.
So, okay. Dislikes over?
Yeah, because like I said, I didn't have many. I didn't write them down, but I knew I would come up with them. Like, I would be able to verbalize them, because I was just enjoying the movie.
That's fair.
Honestly. I was too busy trying not to cry when a fucking robot got sentimental, and when Chewie realized that most of his friends were dead.
Fair.
Good God, that was
sad. What happens
sad.
when you're 900, you know?
Isn't that the truth, though?
Yes.
Like, I could watch shit like this when I was younger, and I'm like, oh, he's sad. But now that, like, I'm getting older, and I've lost people that are important to me, and I know that I will lose more people that are important to me, anytime I see, like, a movie or a cartoon character or somebody, like, actually die, I'm like, oh, man, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
When as a kid, you're like, oh, Bambi's mom got shot, and it's sad for like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the movie's
sad.
Bambi jumping around and trying to get laid.
Never sad.
Or,
I don't think I really ever got sad at Disney movies, to be honest.
The Land Before Time, when Littlefoot's mom died. Okay. I remember that being real sad as a kid.
Now you're getting into bad territory.
I probably could not watch that movie now without being a mess.
What's that one? Somebody always shares this about crying, and it's the guy with the horse in the mud. Never seen that movie.
Neverending Story?
Is that what that was?
I never saw it.
I remember Neverending Story. I never remember the guy trying to get his horse out of like some quicksand or mud or something. And I guess the horse died. And a lot of people shared as a meme. They're like, I never cry. And then they show that. I'm like,
I never saw it.
I don't really like horses. Not saying they should die, but
I have nothing against horses, but I never saw that movie.
glue. All right? No, I'm just... So, either way, Slushie Meter. 1 through 5. Who went first last time? I went first. You went first last time, right?
I think I did, yeah.
I can go first. Yeah. Man, I really liked it. 4.5.
Ooh.
I gotta still... I think I rated all of them 4.5 in the sequel trilogy. I love them, man. And
nothing wrong with it.
I love them. That's it. I got nothing else for you.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the movies. I like every Star Wars movie because I like Star Wars. Doesn't mean there's not things in them that I dislike or that I can't find faults in things that I like.
I like myself. There's a ton of problems with me.
I don't like myself a lot of the times. And there's a couple things I do all right.
See, there you go.
So, I can see it.
That's fair.
I can see it. I say to myself, like, oh, who's that goblin? Well, someone out there likes me. Someone wants to marry me. It'll happen.
It is.
It's going to happen. Yeah. I'm like, oh, someone likes these movies. It's me.
Fair.
It's not like, oh, somebody likes that guy. It's me and nobody else. Like for these movies, they keep like, it's me and nobody else. That'd be fine. Yeah. It's Spider-Man pointing at himself. It's, I like the movies. I'm giving it a 4 because I think it is a solid movie. I like Star Wars, and I like liking Star Wars. And I'm going to keep on liking Star Wars, probably.
How can you not? Mandalorian comes back out. Boba Fett's getting the thing.
Yeah.
Squadrons is going to be a thing.
I'm looking forward to that Boba Fett series.
It wasn't like Space Dogfight. All right, so either way, all the shows, all the things. That's it, though, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That is the Star Wars Skywalker Palpatine Dio saga. That's the only names I can think of at the time. All right, so now that we've wrapped up the saga, we will rank our 1 through 11. Starting 11 first, down to up. And the pain on Chris's face is sad for him. I am enjoying it, unfortunately.
Sad.
So, we're going to rank all 11 movies in order. And Chris is going to start first. All Number 11.
Number 11, A New Hope.
A New Hope, episode 4.
Yes.
Bet.
Yeah.
Are we just ranking? Okay.
If you want to explain a little bit, we can do a little explanation.
If you want, I don't really need to. But
that's kind of boring.
That's okay. Okay, well, let's just go. My number 11, episode 4, A New Hope.
There we go.
The most boring one.
I knew we were going to match at least one of them.
That's about it. Well, I think the next one's going to be the same as well.
Well, only because I switched my bottom 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just go to number 10.
Yep.
Episode 1.
Yep.
Episode 1, young Phantom Menace, obviously the star of the movie, Jake Lloyd.
Young
he was
Jake
great.
Lloyd.
Other than that, though, the rest of the movie was trash.
Podcast race. Pod race
That'd be better.
Was garbage.
That would have been better.
Pod race scene was garbage, but the rest of the movie was good.
Okay.
At least more exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 9 for you. Because that was your 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 9.
The Last Jedi.
What number is that?
9.
I wrote numbers. I'm sorry.
Episode 8.
8.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. My turn, or
yeah.
He seems so sad.
Well, it's just the whole thing. I know we already talked about this in another episode at length. The Starburst principle.
Yes.
It's like, even though you like it, you like something else more. So
some
of these movies might take a bath compared to some of the other ones. but some of them I just really like, and I had to give them higher rankings.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
So my third from the bottom is The Last Jedi.
9.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm doing 9, right?
Yep.
Episode 6.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Found it boring.
Okay.
Episode 8. No, I'm sorry. Number 8.
Me?
It's not, no. I just want me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, number 8. Episode 5. So, I am officially done with the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Episode
we
5
knew that from the start.
Absolutely. I told you. My bottom 5 has stayed consistent.
I'm not surprised.
To be fair. It got a little harder, as she said, when I went up top. That's also what she said. But it was still pretty easy. That's what he said.
What he said.
Yeah, see? Same wavelength. I love it. So that was 8. Remember, episode 5.
As the kids would say. 11, 10, 9. Okay. My number 8 pick is The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I know this isn't... I'm not proud of it.
You're not proud of your list?
No, I'm not.
You can change it.
No, I already did a lot.
I did
quite a few changes. I took the pen away from myself. There's a pencil right next to me, but I can't erase anything. Force Awakens.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Number 7 for you.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. Okay. All right.
Because this is where I had to start getting mean with myself.
So you gotta cut.
I had to learn some things about myself.
That's all right.
Rogue One.
This is where you become a man, baby.
Rogue One. We're not there yet.
That was your number 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 7, Solo. It was great, but
Yeah, same. Like they're all movies that I like, but something's got to lose.
But it was number 7. But it was 7. Yeah. So number 6 for me, Episode 7, Force Awakens.
Okay, yeah.
Great movie, but it is what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So I think you're on 6 now.
Solo was my number 6. I moved it up because I remembered how much I really did like the movie. Also, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Paul Bettany. And Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
And the kid whose name I can't remember that played Han Solo. And Donald Glover.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Man, I wish you saying all that would help me move it up, but it doesn't.
No, you don't have to.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
But it made me move it up because it was like 3 spots lower. Like 30 seconds.
I was looking at the rest. I'm like, no, okay, that's cool. Well, you got it. All right, your next one.
Attack of the Clones.
What number is this? 5, right?
Yes.
You're on 5. Okay.
Yes.
Episode 2. Nice. Okay.
Number 5 is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
All right. Number 5 for me, Rogue One.
Okay.
Top 5. It's a great movie. I love it. Number 4. Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Okay.
The colors are great.
That's true.
I actually had a different episode there, and then I switched them. So, yeah. I actually had 8 at number 2.
Okay.
And I was like, no. No, I don't think I will. Not at all.
Nice.
All right. I think you're on number 4.
Number 4, Rise of Skywalker.
For the second viewing, you like it that much?
I do.
Nice.
I do enjoy it.
I'm excited about it. I love it.
How could I not?
Same.
It's got a lot of
stuff.
It takes a bit from all 3 trilogies. Like it's just good.
Agreed.
I liked it.
Not to mention everybody's voices in there.
Yeah, dude, I was a sucker for hearing all the voices in the theater. I was like, oh, that was Mace Windu. Oh, that was Yoda. Oh, that was Ewan McGregor.
When we were watching it, you were like, I was like, does he not like this part?
I was liking it. Those were good.
Yeah, I was like, this might be a short episode. Damn it, I didn't hear it. Okay, I think so. We are on our top 3.
Yes.
Chris,
we're just gonna rapid fire it back and forth now.
Yeah, we can. That's fine. I'm gonna say something.
All right, just me. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna like me, you. Too much nose candy. All right, my number 3 spot is Empire Strikes Back.
5?
Yes.
Okay. My number 3 is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Where I started off at.
There you go.
We're back at the beginning.
There you
God
go.
damn it. Episode 2 for you.
Number 2 for me, Revenge of the Sith. So good.
Same. Episode 2. No.
Number 2.
Number 2. Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker.
Nice.
I loved it. I had a lot of likes.
Yeah.
Like 11 likes.
Yeah.
You can't really. I had number 8 at number 2. Episode 8 at number 2. And I was like, no, I don't like it that much. Let's go back down. Let's you gotta knock it down a peg.
Don't get too excited.
Because I knew, because I was like, wait, why is 8 above Attack of the Clones? I love Attack of the Clones. I was like, no. You're number 1. I think I know what you're number 1 is.
Return of the Jedi is number 1 for me. I love that
What's
movie.
that, number 6?
Episode 6, yeah.
With the Ewoks?
Yes, with the Ewoks, the speeder bikes, Jabba's palace.
Facts.
Luke's new green lightsaber. C-3PO getting some stuff in there.
Fair.
I liked it.
What's the name? Dying. Almost dying. Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
He died for 30 years.
Might as well have been dead until
Fair.
it wasn't.
Fair.
Return of the Jedi is my number 1.
My number 1? Revenge of the Sith.
There you go.
Just the best.
I knew it was going to be close to the top.
Anakin's just so good in that one. Which I understand why you thought I was going to say Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Anakin's so good. He's so evil. Like, here's my thing. Either be evil or be good. I don't need you in the middle. I need you. And he was batting those kids' heads in with the fucking lightsaber. He was killing everybody. I loved it.
Oh, that wasn't easy for me.
Was it as easy for you as it was for me? No.
I think I need to go call my parents or something. I need to go call George Lucas or some shit.
Like the other guys. I'm like, this is horseshit. I need to go somewhere and breastfeed.
I got soft tissue damage.
Definitely have soft tissue damage.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that neatly wraps up the Skywalker saga.
A neat little package.
11 movies ranked. They got their time in the ring, whether we liked it or not.
$18,000 and a shot at the title. Ha ha!
We had the sweet chin music, our idol Ric Flair in the fucking face. I'm sorry and I love you.
And I'm sorry.
But also I'm not.
So we're going to kick your face off. A New Hope.
I'm happy with my list. I don't know why. I get why you're not.
Looking back at it, no, I'm happy that it's done. I'm happy that the list is done. Making the list was hard.
I had a good time.
Reading the list was easier.
My bottom 5, I was like, oh yeah.
That wasn't surprising.
I was like, definitely.
Yeah, it was like original trilogies down there.
Definitely
Phantom
10.
Menace. What was your other one? Original trilogy, Phantom Menace, and
Solo.
Okay.
And I didn't hate Solo. But
Yeah.
it's not better than the rest.
Yeah, like I didn't hate.
my opinion.
I don't hate The Last Jedi. I don't hate The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I love Rogue One. You've heard me go on about Rogue One outside of this podcast.
That's fair.
So that should only tell you how much more I really like all the rest of these movies.
That's also fair.
And honestly, any of these could change at any given moment, depending on how recently I've watched it. To be honest with you, my number 1 spot might even change between Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith on any given day. Because I really do like Revenge of the Sith.
I'm trying to think if mine would change. It would not.
That's fair.
I am. The only thing I would change would
I'm
be...
a spineless individual.
The only thing I would change would be Last Jedi and Attack of the Clones. That's from 3 to 4, 4 to 3, whatever. That's about it, though.
I also do really like Attack of the Clones.
Because Solo was 7 and Episode 7 was 6. I can't switch those. Because Episode 7 deserves to be up top.
Yeah.
Because it was a good fucking... The beginning scene, when he stops the fucking laser thing and he stops Poe, it's... you can't... I'm done. Either way. I don't know what that was, but it was something. But okay, so we're done with that. Next movie, maybe Rampage.
I'd be down with Rampage. I like The Rock.
And then we're going to do some older movies after that.
Ooh.
So stay tuned.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Like
we were just talking about it.
Do we have any ideas?
We named one a minute ago, and I forgot it.
Was it Face Off? Or was that just for fun?
But we can do Face Off.
I do Face Off.
I love Face Off.
I would watch Face Off.
Face Off's
I've never seen it, and I know you really like it. I know Tyler really likes it, so I'd watch it. It's got Nick Cage.
Yeah. It's got John
And also has
Travolta.
John Travolta.
You don't like John Travolta?
I don't know how I feel about him.
What don't you like about him?
Isn't he like a crazy Scientologist?
Oh, I don't know about that. I love Tom Cruise. I don't care about that. And I love Will
That's
Smith.
fair.
So.
Will Smith's a Scientologist?
Oh, he was, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Was.
For sure. I don't know if he still is, but he was.
Did he get out?
I don't know.
Good for him if he did. Yeah. I heard that's hard to do.
I mean, I know like Chrissy Alley's a batshit crazy, but
I watched a little bit of that. I watched a little bit of that documentary about Leah Remini getting out.
Oh, Leah Remini, yeah,
that's
what I'm thinking of.
That sounded fucking nightmarish.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
That's fair.
Just make me some.
I mean, I probably shouldn't care, but I like John Travolta in the Punisher movie.
Yeah, as a bad guy.
Oh,
he's good as a bad guy.
He gets his shit wrecked. He gets his whole life destroyed.
John Travolta is great as a bad guy.
I loved it.
Yeah, he's so
his life
good.
destroyed by Tom Jane.
Yeah,
Vegan Police.
Absolutely.
Also, Handsome Homeless Man.
We could watch that movie.
What?
We could do early Marvel movies.
Like non-MCU Marvel movies, like Blade
Punisher,
and the Punisher
and
not Daredevil.
Yeah, we don't have to do Daredevil or Elektra.
Oh, no, thank you.
What is it?
It's Elektra.
Is it right? Was that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jennifer Garner.
With a K, right?
Yes.
No, that's why I thought I was wrong. I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
That's right.
No, that does make sense.
What else is there?
Stupid.
Technically one of the Hulk movies, or no?
We just got to get you to see the Hulk in general.
Either one.
Bruce Banner.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Which is at the Ang Lee?
I don't know who that is.
I think he was the director.
No. I doubt it.
Okay.
That sounds like a horrible movie. I don't know who Ang Lee is.
I think he was the director of the first one.
Yeah. No, this isn't an art house film. Okay. This is action packed. This is the Hulk being big as shit.
Because there's what other Marvel movies exist that aren't part of the MCU? Spider-Man's.
I think that's it. Spider-Man's.
The Blades.
We should do X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I haven't seen Dark Phoenix yet, and I've been like waiting to see it. I really want to see it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's terrible, but I still want to see it. And I haven't seen Apocalypse, which is also terrible in a while.
I haven't seen that in a while, so I don't know how I'd feel about it now.
Apocalypse is definitely terrible. I love Poe, but it's terrible.
I know we get young Storm in it.
Yeah.
And
Archangel. We also get Psyblade, or what's her name?
Psylocke.
She was terrible in it. Archangel's cool. Who's the other one? Mystique.
Magneto. Magneto is his other
horseman
of Apocalypse, I think.
Yeah, he was cool. Honestly, Days of Future Past is probably the top-notch movie.
Yeah.
That one, then First
X3.
Class. And then, not X3.
Oh!
No, I love X3. I really
I know.
When they pick up the fucking bridge, I was like, okay, there we go.
Dude, that was sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
And you got Fraser Crane as Beast.
Yeah, he was killing people.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then when Mystique, he turned Mystique. Or when
he cured her.
He's like, don't like you,
you're
Huey.
Not one of us anymore.
Yeah,
and he fucking leaves her behind, and then she rolls over on him at the end.
Rightfully so. That's a redemption story right there. But
I mean, kind of, because they all teamed up in the second one for a little bit. In X2, they teamed up against Stryker. That piece of shit.
Stryker he got what he deserved.
Oh,
chained to a helicopter.
A lot of people get what they deserve.
Drowned. You were chained so you couldn't move. God damn, that's some cold shit. Or we could just watch all the Wolverines. Because the Wolverine is amazing.
Yes.
I didn't know how good that was until a couple years ago. I watched it way after it came out. Because I was like, I'm not watching that. Watched it. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I'll watch that movie again.
This is amazing.
And I'll watch Logan again.
I don't care for Logan.
No? So you just really want to watch X-Men Origins and the Wolverine?
I just want to watch the Wolverine.
Okay.
X-Men Origins, once Gambit leaves...
Tell you what, if you want to skip Logan, then I want to skip X-Men Origins Wolverine. We can just do the Wolverine.
What? No.
Yes.
X-Men Origins is... Okay, Logan's cool. It's not that great, though.
I liked it because it was just like dark, and you got to see him really tear people up with his claws that didn't automatically heal back from it.
And listen, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I get it. But the story for me, I liked his daughter, whatever she was, Weapon 12 or something. That was cool. I didn't care about Patrick Stewart dying. I was like, okay. That's fine. He's fucking whatever. It was just annoying. It was more annoying than I was just like, okay, he died already. God, I get it.
I didn't care about Liev Schreiber as Silver Press on Nails as Sabretooth.
It was good.
The only one of his gang that I liked was fucking the Blob.
Here's the thing. Ryan Reynolds was great in that one.
Ryan Reynolds is great in general.
Yes.
But
Weapon X
forgive it. I'll watch it again.
When those blades come out of his arms, I was like,
I'll watch it again.
Oh, that was so good.
I'll watch it again. If you give me a Ninja Turtles movie where the swords come out of Leonardo's arms, I'm going to look at it fucking sideways. Sorry.
That'd be pretty sweet, though.
Damn you, Keith.
I feel like you'd like it.
Damn you, Keith.
You're like, well, okay. Like, you come around. Because it's the Turtles. You come around.
I might for the Turtles. I might come around to all kinds of dumb shit for the Turtles.
Just saying. That's fair. I mean, time travel.
I don't know. I didn't come around on 3. No, the TV show, the Next Mutation, the live-action TV show.
I don't think I saw that.
Was not great. They introduced a female. It has nothing to do with why they thought the show sucked. They introduced a 5th turtle, female turtle, which they have done since in the comics.
Yeah, they have.
They introduced the 5th. Her name's Jannah. Who was a human, got a life-saving blood transfer from Leonardo that included his mutagenic blood and turned her into a fucking turtle. And she was like, "Oh shit." Anyway, I'm alive at least, so I'm still a badass ninja. And she uses 2 different weapons at least. She got like a little fucking Vega.
This is cartoon, right?
No, in the the current comics. She's got like a Vega bladed claw, and she's got, I think, a bow and arrow. And I think she has like just a single katana. She got like 3 weapons.
That's all right.
And she has a yellow bandana.
I said Vega. You said Vega. I said I like Vega. Did you see the Mortal Kombat trailer?
I did.
I did not watch it.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. I saw like images from that like showed the different characters. I didn't see a trailer.
I don't want to watch a trailer. I'm going to be disappointed. I feel like as soon as I saw it, I was like, I can't. I was so hesitant.
And I like that you said Vega and then said Mortal Kombat.
No, I was thinking,
yes.
I was like, oh, they should make a Street Fighter movie, which I heard they are. Mm-hmm. And then
they are? Like another one?
I thought I heard that's what they were. But I immediately thought of the trailer for Mortal Kombat. I didn't get them confused.
It's coming out. Yeah, that's my bit. Don't steal my bit. Yeah, it's coming out in April, I think.
Joke, Dwight. Damn it. Yeah.
Dwight.
But I saw Liu Kang and
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao?
Hat guy.
Yeah, maybe.
I saw like an image of them standing like side by side.
Okay. I saw a little bit of Sub-Zero. And then I didn't look at anything else.
I saw Jax. And I saw what I assume is Sonya Blade.
Arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like... Because there was a whole bunch of steals, and I was like, I gotta get away from
it was all like still images, and I swiped through it. It was like, okay. What else you got?
How did it look, though?
Didn't look bad. I mean, the other ones, if you gave me stills of the old movies, they wouldn't look too bad, depending on the stills.
Well, the Annihilation stills. Did you see Selena? Is her name Selena? Melina? Sindel.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
You show me a still of Jax, though?
He was okay.
He looked pretty good.
He was okay.
Didn't look bad to me.
He was okay, but I'm excited. Oh, by the way, I remember we talked about
it's going to be on HBO Max, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch it then.
We talked about Mortal Kombat a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, you said something like, who would you be surprised to see? And I was like, nobody except for Noob Saibot or whatever. He was in the Annihilation apparently. I was looking through the character list for Annihilation, and every single character was in that movie. And I had no idea.
Stryker was in the movie? The cop guy?
Maybe not.
Because he's the one I keep looking for. Because he's just a cop. Yeah, he's just a dude.
Yeah. With
a nightstick and occasionally a gun and a taser.
To be fair, Kano was just a dude. They never used his eye for anything. Is it Kano? Yeah. He was Sonya Blade. Yeah, he never really...
I think he pulled a knife.
Yeah, that was it.
I got a knife.
I'm gonna cut it from here to here. I'm like, okay. He was a little rapey, by the way. Either way, let's get out of this episode. We can talk about this later. It's like 20 minutes of nothing. Okay, well, either way, that is. Thank you for listening to our Star Wars saga. All 11 movies ranked in order. Follow us on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say next episode probably Rampage.
Probably Rampage.
Because we talked about it a lot. And at this point, I just want to see it.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie. We should do that and another video game movie. Just to do it.
Well, we already did Sonic. I already did Mario Brothers.
I did Detective Pikachu.
We already did Detective Pikachu. I don't want to do Doom.
Street Fighter.
We could.
You never seen it?
No.
Right?
I don't think I have.
The one... Not the one with Dolph Lundgren. The other one.
God damn it. Then no, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the non-Dolph Lundgren one.
Let's do it the Lethal Weapon way. Yeah, the Lethal Weapon way.
Commish style.
I had to, right. Finally.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Do Rampage and Street Fighter?
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm hip.
That's
Unless we can think of another ridiculous fucking video game movie to throw in there.
Street Fighter is the way to go.
I'm down.
Maybe we can just do Mortal Kombat after both of them. I'm rating Annihilation at 2.
I think we then have to do all the Resident Evil movies.
Do you like Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Do you like all of them though?
I don't remember.
I like all of them.
I'll watch them. I don't care if I don't like them. I will watch them because I enjoy a zombie movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil does no wrong with me.
I'll watch them.
As stupid as when there was a pit of Alice's, I was like, this is great. I don't know if you remember that, but
I do remember that.
Alert. I was like,
wasn't that at the?
They were like in the desert.
Was it like the second or third one?
I think it was like a third or fourth one, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, because that was the one where Claire got introduced, I think. Or maybe she was introduced in the second
Sounds
one.
right.
But yeah, her and her brother were there, Chris and Claire. Yeah.
The Redfields.
Yep. I was like, okay.
I'm going to take a note of this somewhere, because I wrote on my I got like a white or blackboard calendar with like a white marker at home, and I wrote, for this week, I wrote Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi.
Oh, okay.
So for the next one, I'll write
Rampage
and Street Fighter, and then in parentheses I'll put more Resident Evil or Mortal Kombat's. I'll put them somewhere.
If we do Resident Evil, that's like 6 movies.
I'll put them up here. Yeah, it's a lot of movies.
Yeah, it is.
It's another saga.
Yeah. I love it. Okay.
Can I rank them all the lowest?
Oh yeah, ooh, that's tough. Number one.
Eventually, one of those.
It has to be. It's probably the best one. Resident Evil.
Yeah, I feel like I like the second one a lot more. I don't remember though.
Second one was good.
I think I remember liking the second one a lot.
Is that the one with the?
I think that's the one. I think that's the one where they're in the church and it has the liquors. I think Jill's in it.
The first one had liquors.
Yeah, but I remember them a lot more in the second one.
Oh, maybe okay.
I think like someone rides a motorcycle into the church and there's liquors, and I think Jill's in there.
Jill is in one of them. Either way, all right, let's get out this episode.
I also liked Wesker, even though he was like 5'0" nothing.
I hated him.
Oh, in the games, I think he's awesome.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the movies, I was like, okay, they could have done him better.
He was just like, Like, I was like, okay, that's enough. All right, let's get out this episode. All right, guys, follow us on Twitter, Slushie Review, IG, Slushie Review Podcast. This has been Keith.
And Chris.
We're